be discussing about even and odd function in the Fourier series. Okay, so basically even function is nothing but we'll be talking about this thing for the interval minus L to L. Okay, or we can consider minus pi to plus pi. So we'll be talking about this now. So if an expression is given, suppose cos x and sin x. So whether cos x is a even function or sin x is a even or anything, odd or even function. Now how to identify whether it is a even or odd function? The basic thing you need to remember is that f of x is given some value. Okay, suppose we'll take cos x. Now f of minus x should be equal to f of x, and one more case is that f of minus x, if it is equal to minus f of x, then these two cases are there. Okay, so two cases are there. If f of minus x equal to f of x, then that equation is said to be even. And if f of minus x equal to a minus f of x, then that is what? Odd function. Okay, now observe here, I am taking f of x as cos x. Now cos x, if I replace x by what? Minus x, so it becomes cos of minus x. We know that cos minus theta, we know that cos minus theta is cos theta. This becomes what? Cos x. It is same as what? F of x, right? See, observe here, f of x is cos x. So f of, I am replacing it with what? Minus x. So I replace it with what? Minus x. This becomes cos x. So cos x is nothing but what? F of x. So this satisfies this equation. That is for what? Even. So this is a even function. Now moving on to the sin x. So we'll take up with what? Sin x. So if I replace f of x with sin x, now I have to replace x with what? Minus x. So sin minus x. So sin minus theta is what? Minus sin theta. So this becomes minus sin x. You can observe here, f of minus x, that is sin f of sin minus x, equal to minus f of x. This is nothing but what? Minus f of x, right? See, f of x is, this is minus f of x. F of x is what? Sin x. Minus sign is there. Minus sign is there. So this satisfies the second condition, that is for odd. So sin x, sin function is not odd. Okay. In this way, you have to remember. Now moving on to the one more thing we'll discuss. That is what? If the algebra something is given. Algebra. So suppose algebraic equation something is given. Suppose x square. So whenever power is what? Square in even number, if power is even number, that function will be even. Remember this. X is odd. Why? The power is odd. X to the power nothing is there, that means 1 is there. So x power 1 is an odd number, so odd function. That's it. Okay. X cube will be what? Even or odd? It will be odd function, since power is what? So this is also odd function. Then this will also number. Now if a combination of two things is given, algebraic equation or algebra, any variable with along with some function is given. Suppose f of x is what? X cos x. Now no need to substitute x as minus x, replace it with this thing and find out minus x. Instead of that, you can directly find. See, x is what? Even or odd? It is odd. Remember this. Even you place it as plus sign. Odd you place it at minus sign. That's it. Remember this. Even plus sign, odd minus sign. Now x is what? Odd function, since its power is what? 1. So minus. Cos x is what? Even or odd? It is basically even function. So you can place it with what? Plus sign. Even plus. Now this is the product of this thing. So minus into plus is what? minus. That means this is a odd function. Over. Right? No need to replace it with what f of minus x and prove it that if it is f of what x and all. Like that. Okay. Minus f of x for an odd condition. Okay. So no need to do that. Directly you can. If we take one more example, if we take instead of cos x, we'll replace it with what? Sin x. Now what happens? Now x is what? Odd function minus sin. Sin is what? Again odd function. So this becomes what? Even function. How? Minus into minus plus. Plus is what? Even function. So x sin is what? Even function. Oh, so this is the way you need to remember or you need to understand and solve this equation. Now one more thing is that suppose interval is given minus pi to pi. Okay. Talking about Fourier series. Now, if you need to, then easy way to remember is that suppose a function is minus L limit 12. So minus L to L integral of f of x dx. Okay. This will be equal to interval is nothing but minus L to L. Okay. This is for minus L to L. Will be equal to, I'll write it here, will be equal to 2 times 0 to L f of x dx when it is a even function. If it is an odd function, that becomes 0. Remember this thing. Order. So basic thing you need to remember. So basically what is there in that? So I hope you understood even function, odd function and all. So I'm talking about what? The interval minus L to L. It can be minus pi to pi something. Okay. So f of x dx is given. So question is asked. Now I can write it is nothing but 2 times 0 to L. That is basic idea is nothing but see minus pi to pi. That means minus pi to pi means minus pi to then 0 to pi. This is a basic idea. Minus pi to 0 then 0 to pi. Okay. Minus pi to 0 is same as 0 to pi. So I can write it as 2 times 0 to L. That is 0 to pi. Right? 2 times 1 interval. That way I can write. So this is the basic idea. Now for the odd function, it is directly 0. Okay. For the odd function, it is 0. For the even function, you need to remember that is 2 times 0 to L f of x dx. Now we'll be discussing in the Fourier series how to apply this. How is this thing bn equal to 0 when it is possible. Okay, fine.